Aries, how are you? We're doing your tarot reading for the month of June. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Aries. Guys, you're hot, okay? Hot-blooded, 100 degrees, hot-blooded. Is that a song, guys? I'm hearing that song, hot-blooded. I feel like I have to look it up, guys. Yeah, so I feel like I'm hearing anger, some hostility, some strong passions. I'm hearing I'm burning for you. Oh God, I'm hearing several songs. So hot-blooded lyrics, yes. Well, I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. I got a fever of 103. Come on, baby. Do you do more than dance? I'm hot-blooded. I'm hot-blooded. Okay. You don't have to read my mind to know what I have in mind. Honey, you ought to know. Now you move so fine. Let me lay it on the line. I want to know what you're doing after the show. Now it's up to you. We can make a secret rendezvous. Just me and you. I'll show you loving like you never knew. Okay. That's why I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. I feel a fever burning inside me. Okay. And what was that other song? It's Blue Oyster Cult. Yes, yes it is. I saw them in concert many years ago. Not that many, maybe 8 years ago, something like that. That's kind of a while back, right? I like classic rock. Okay, so I'm trying to see these lyrics. Burn out the day, burn out the night. I can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. Okay? Time is the essence. Time is the reason. Time ain't no reason. Got no time to slow. Time everlasting. Time to play B-sides. Time ain't on my side. Time I'll never know. Okay, so there's something about time here, guys. Time, and Aries, are you impatient? Are you becoming impatient? And this impatience here, it perhaps is causing you some irritation, maybe. You know. Let's see, guys. Let's see what we got for you, Aries. Let's get this deck. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in Aries. So that's interesting. We started your reading with song lyrics, which is not the typical way that I start readings. I wonder why that is. Let's see. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Aries. Oh goodness, guys, my nose is really itching, and I hate when that happens because I think it looks so unattractive when I do this. but that happens, guys, because I'm being highly stimulated. So that's like my spidey sense. We have the Two of Pentacles, and then we have Justice. Yeah, guys, I feel like you're juggling with something. What does that mean? It means that you're kind of in a place here where you're neither here or there, because the Two of Pentacles is a transition period. And you find yourself pretty much in the middle. And I'm hearing that's a problem. So if you could think about it like this, okay? There's a line here. And you're standing right here, and then one foot's over here and one foot's over there. So you're right there in the middle, right? You're like there and here. I mean, so you're in the past and in the future. I mean, but you're neither really in the past or in the future. You're kind of like in that middle spot where I'm hearing you're leaving the past and you're moving towards the future, if that makes any sense. I feel like that cannot come fast enough. Which again, you know, it goes like with that, what I was just saying right now, where, you know, I feel like, and that's a weird spot, okay, guys? Nobody really likes to be in this middle energy. So this is like when you get like maybe, I can't think about a haircut, but you know, or let's just say bangs, you know, when they start growing. It's like, okay, I want to grow out my bangs, okay, but you know, once they get over here, don't you think it's going to be a little weird? So here would be neither there or here, you see? So you're kind of like, you have long bangs that are covering your eyes right now, and you're like, okay, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this place. Oh, definitely not the Five of Cups. Oh, goodness. Ouch. Well, yeah, guys, so I feel like you're in a transition period, right? Again, you're in this transition period, and with the Justice, I feel like, again, I feel like that's something that you very much want to get here already. You want it to, you want this, you want to transition out of this energy already, okay? And the reason for that, I feel like it's because there's a lot of, perhaps a lot of pain here that you're experiencing with the Five of Cups. Some sort of disappointment, loss that has been experienced, guys. But, you know, you need to know that not everything is lost. Something still remains. Meaning that, I mean, you're going to get over this. You're getting over this. And I feel like many of you know, but it's just like, I want to get over it now. Like, I've already made the decision that I, in fact, have agreed to get over this. Now, can it happen this fast? Tower. Yeah, guys, I feel like you want this change to happen, you know, lightning fast with this Tower. And I feel, guys, what I'm getting for you is that you are moving, guys. And perhaps for some of you, what I'm getting is that maybe you've been in this space for longer than you expected, because there could be pain here that you have not really dealt with fully. And then what I'm hearing right now is no, I have, you know, you have, yeah, I've cried and I've done this and I've done that, like I have. But for many of you, I'm getting still, okay, there's a little bit more needed. Now that's not my choice, okay? That's not my choice. That's just what I see here. Tell me more about this Tower. We have the Three of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Cups. I feel like for those of you that I'm connecting with, you've experienced disappointment here with a bachelor here, a Casanova of some sort that you were very much enamored with here. This Knight of Cups could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like this is someone that you were counting on, that you were expecting. Okay, Three of Wands is expecting something to come in. You were expecting something from this person, and I feel like what you were expecting was some sort of love. I'm hearing offer, invitation here to be extended. For many of you, I feel like that maybe didn't unfold the way that you wanted to, or it did not happen. And I feel like that really disappointed you with this Tower. It affected you emotionally strongly, and I'm gonna tell you why, guys. Because I feel like you've been, what I'm getting for many of you is that you saw this person as, I've gotten over it. This person was your confirmation of, I've gotten over it. Now that whatever it is that you're trying to get over, for many of you, it's a loss of some sort. Something that caused you, I'm hearing that really, you know, impacted you drastically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It disturbed you. It shook you. It really made a huge impact on you. And I feel like this person, okay, was representative of, again, your confirmation of This is me getting over it. This is me. Like, and I feel like that's what really I feel like you were very happy with that. But, you know, again, there's been some sort of interruption here. And the Tower is all about false constructions of reality being knocked down, guys, which means, right, that there's something, right, that took place here that really, that knocked away any illusion here. So I'm hearing the curtain came down with this. With this, the curtain came down. That's the way that I'm seeing it. And again, you know, to me, that curtain coming down is just, it exposed the truth here. And for many of you is that you're still hurting, you're still in pain here. You have still not gotten over, which is why you have this Two of Pentacles here, where again, you're like right there. You're neither here or there, you're right here. Now, tell me about this Knight of Cups, Spirit. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. This could be an individual for some of you that could be of a darker complexion, just for a selected few. Okay, here we go. I'm like, did I pick my deck up reversed? No, my deck is not reversed, but this card is, or maybe it flipped. I don't know, 'cause sometimes the cards flip very quickly. If you blink, I mean, you miss it. This is the Five of Swords reversed. Okay. It's not great, but it's also not terribly bad. Although I feel like it was, because if it's reversed, it means it was upright once. Here it's reversed, so I mean, that makes it better. And this is connected to this King of Cups, guys. Yeah, I feel like there was, you know, actions here, behavior that took place that were very hurtful, that were very self-serving, perhaps very selfish, that greatly disappointed. This one right here, this Five of Cups. But with the Five of Swords reversed, let's get another card. That doesn't really tell me much more other than that energy's there. Let's see, tell me more of this Five of Swords. Tell me more. Is he trying to get out of that energy? Well, you're certainly trying to get out of that energy. We have the Empress. Okay. There's an individual here that did not do right by you in some way with the Five of Swords. I feel like they want to make up for that. Or maybe you want them to make up for that. I feel like you want them to make up for that. What I'm getting is, you know, I want them to make up for this. I want them to fix this with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? I want them to fix this. I want them to see and know what it is that they did wrong, that they did not see perhaps, you know, before with the Two of Swords. And I want them to see my worth with the Empress. And you know, I want them to see my worth. So another thing is, I feel like this is, you know, an emotional wound here as well, guys, where I feel like based on what this person did, the way this person treated you, whatever happened here, whatever's in connection with this person, I feel like it's very hurtful, because their actions, the way they behaved, or their actions showed that they didn't see your value or your worth. And with this Page of Swords and this Eight of Pentacles, yeah, guys, it's like wanting them to realize that. Not only realize that, I'm hearing see what they've done wrong, and seeing how, and also I'm hearing open their eyes. Okay, I'm hearing because they're blind, how can they not see that I am the Empress? And I'm hearing, and you are. Whether you're male or female, okay, this Empress energy means you're worthy. You're a catch. You have a whole lot to give and a whole lot to offer. Let's see why. I want to look into this, just this person a little bit more. Why, Spirit? Like, can you tell me why this Five of Swords is here? Tell me why this Five of Swords is here. Tell me why this Five of Swords is here in connection to this person. Here we go. This Two of Swords. Again. Why is it there? This person, just, there's indecision here. Yeah, I feel like there was some sort of indecision, some sort of holding back, as well as this neglect. So for many of you, I feel like this person could have neglected you a whole lot, and I feel like that is, that's, of course, you know, that struck a nerve here for many of you. And I'm shuffling, guys, and I saw the Three of Swords. Yeah, neglect. I feel like this person did not give you, there's neglect here, guys. Although I'm feeling that neglect, guys. But, you know, here it's reversed. So that makes a big difference. That makes an impact, okay, to me, because it's reversed. So there's something a little off here, which almost makes me feel like it was unintentional. And certainly, most of the time it is, guys, when you feel neglected by another, it's not that person, most of the time, okay, unless you're dealing with some narcissist, they're not doing it intentionally. You know, they're not doing it intentionally. They're not, you know, they're not actively thinking, I am going to neglect you. You know, it's not, it's just behavior patterns, you know, could be, I'm hearing for some of them, just this ignorance, you know, they don't even know. And we can see that with the Two of Swords, which I do see as ignorance, right? Because this is a person that needs more information. They need to be more well informed. Okay, so let's see. That's pretty much the situation, you know, overall, like FYI, I like to call that for your information. Let's see, let's look into individual energies more closely. So let's start with you, and then we're going to look at this other factor, because it's important to see where it is that you stand energetically, guys. Because, you know, a lot of times, I've seen it several times where people, you know, they might comment, well, like, why are you checking our position? Like, we know where we stand. No, you don't. No, a lot of people don't. Energy is of major significance, guys. And a lot of people especially, well, I'm not even going to say those that are not on a spiritual journey, because there's a lot of people that are on a spiritual journey and they're still very much unaware. Look, and then here we have this Eight of Swords. Energy is important, guys, because it's going to tell us where it is that you're at, okay? And it's always good to know. You should never assume that you know better, ever. So the Chariot, this is where you stand. I'm hearing, I'm ready to go. There's this sense, you see, look, it's a chariot, guys. When you think about a chariot, you think about movement, you think about going, and look, this guy's like, yeehaw, like, go, you know, take off. You guys are ready to take off. I feel like you know what it is that you want. I'm hearing, I know what I want, and that's where I'm headed. I'm driven. And then right now I heard I'm important. I'm driven, okay? I'm driven. That's your position. And again, you're very much determined here. You got your eye on something, right? Which to me is just the future. You're just trying to move forward, okay? You're just trying to move forward here. Again, you're trying to get out of that space here in the middle, and you're trying to just, you know, get past that. We have the Temperance. Sagittarius of significance, Cancer. This is your position, guys. So with the Temperance, I feel like you're doing a whole lot of healing at this time. So I'm hearing having to be patient with yourself. Sometimes this Chariot lacks that patience, because it just wants to go. It just wants to move fast. It has its eye on a prize and it wants to get there as fast as it can. Now, I don't feel like that's a problem, guys. I don't feel like that attitude is bad. I feel like more power to you. I feel like that's very positive. I think that you should continue having that outlook, that energy, okay? And in fact, I feel like entertaining that energy is actually bringing you a lot of healing. I'm hearing because you're having to really pull yourself out of a lot of things yourself. And I'm hearing, and that is something that is absolutely necessary here for your healing and for your growth. Based, on the healing that you have to do, this is actually helping you. This determination, this steadfastness here, it's something that you need. So this is actually really good. Let's see. And then here we have this Nine of Pentacles, guys, which it has an emphasis on the individual. So I feel like these experiences as well, guys, are teaching you your value and your self-worth. And then right now, guys, I'm seeing Loki, like Loki from, actually I did see Loki from, what is it? Thor? But just the mythical character here, which is actually a trickster. He's a trickster. So why am I saying Loki? Okay, so what I'm getting for many of you is that the experiences here, specifically the ones that are connected to that gentleman, okay, are an illusion. Meaning that it's kind of strange what I'm getting. It's almost like, it's not that spirit is tricking you, but it's you, your own self. It's like you, your own higher self here. Where it's like you're being made, you're not being made to do anything. That's you yourself thinking this. It's like you're thinking this is the way it is, or this is what's going on, but that's not really what's going on. And there's some sort of illusion, some sort of trickery there that's happening. And guys, sometimes, at least from my experience, okay, sometimes I do feel like, the lessons that, my spirit guides, handpick for me, sometimes they do feel like tricks. Like, oh man, you tricked me into believing this, and you don't really see the value in that experience until you're over it and you're able to look back and kind of laugh at something like, oh my god, I kind of like jumped into conclusions, or like I thought this and that. But all of that experience, okay, it's teaching you something. It's giving you a different perspective, a different outlook, and it's bringing a whole lot into your awareness that you would not otherwise identify. So something that's coming up very strongly for you guys is that there's some illusion here, guys. There's something that you're looking at from, and it's not even like that. So again, if we apply this to this reading and what we saw earlier, that person was not neglecting you. And that is why we saw that Five of Swords reversed. And it's why it came out with the Two of Swords, which again, there's this lack of awareness there. Look, it's depicted as a person that's blindfolded. So you could say that person's judgment, it's not going to be the best. They're blindfolded. So again, that Five of Swords reversed and that Two of Swords, that there's a lot of unawareness there that's going on. Where, we're talking about a gentleman, and I see this a lot, guys. And, it has to, I feel like with this individual person, I'm picking up is that it's not that they didn't see your worth, or it has absolutely nothing to do with that. In fact, that the Empress came out. I feel like they know that you are the Empress. I just think that this person doesn't know how to treat. They don't know how to treat an Empress. Perhaps they've never been with an Empress, which requires special handling, right? That's the Empress. So that could be for the influences that the people they had to look up to growing up, perhaps in relationships, their own parents or whatever other relationships were around them, the ones that he or she has had, they don't know. I'm getting with that Two of Swords. They lack information, which would be like experience here. Which I'm getting again. It's all about learning. Okay, it's all a learning experience. Spirit, can you please tell me what this other person? I feel like I have to look into this some more. Like there's something here that I just picked up that I felt that I'm like, what is that? And it's in connection to this other person. It's like a jolt in my gut. It's like in between my solar plexus and my heart chakra. It's like right there. I feel like there could be a lack of confidence with this person, not believing in themselves. Tell me just one thing about this, just anything. I feel like it's going to resonate maybe for some of you. Like, I don't even know exactly what I'm looking for here. I just felt something like, what was that? And it's in connection to this other person. Look, it's the Tower reversed. Look, and here we have this Eight of Cups. Tower reverse. You know, I felt a jolt. And I said, it's kind of like, it's actually in a weird space too, right? Kind of like you. And look, that weird space, you see it's like a moon and a sun. So it's like a weird, it's space there too, right? It's like neither here or there. It's like, is it a moon? Is it a sun? It's like in between, you see? And what did I say right now? I'm like, I felt something. It wasn't in the pit of my stomach and it wasn't up here. It was like in the middle, which reminds me of you and what I've been saying about you, where there's this like weird space in the middle. That's a weird space in the middle right here. Not quite in the solar plexus and not quite in the heart chakra. Which tells me that there's, this person's in between as well. I'm hearing they're in the in-between too, my dear Aries, which is why we have this, this Tower here reversed. Which means that there's something that they're very much avoiding. There's a lot that this person is avoiding and that they're perhaps refusing to deal with because it's an inconvenience. It's just too much for me to deal with right now. The Tower, it's reversed. And then here we have the Eight of Cups, which would be like a person that's walking away from an inconvenience. But not any kind of inconvenience. I mean, this is the kind of inconvenience that is going to tear your ass up in the future if you don't take care of it right now. That's that Tower here reversed. Which again, you know, it's like, I'm not ready to deal with this. It's just like too much for me right now. So that person's in that in-between too. Spirit, give me one more card, you know, can you tell? And you know, again, you know, it's just, there's only so much tarot can do. If you want specifics, like what is this, what does it have to do? What is it in connection with? What kind of healing, you know, takes place here? And, you know, that would require a more intimate reading and not with tarot, at least not with me. I'm a psychic medium and an empath, so I do specialty reports. And I don't use tarot. I just tap into you energetically. So let's see. Tell me more about this Tower. Tell me more about this Tower for this individual here. And then right now I heard Caesar. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess. Well, I mean, what this person is avoiding, it's something that it's something very it's something very deep, okay, that I don't really think that they fully grasp or understand yet with the High Priestess. And guys, look, isn't that an in-between? Look, they're in between two pillars. Do you see that? Do you see that? I'm seeing that so that is of significance. Hey there, Aries. I apologize about that. My camera turned off. It turns off every 30 minutes, guys. And I did this with the air signs that I just did. With all of them, I had to apologize to them because my camera turned off. And again, the camera turns off every 30 minutes, guys. And well, I never really expect to get to 30 minutes. And I did it with you here too. So High Priestess and then this Tower. I mean, I think they're avoiding intimacy, guys, because I mean, the High Priestess is a very spiritual card, and it's intuition. So I mean, that's very, very strong intimacy there. This something very spiritual, which is felt from very deep within. So I feel like this person is avoiding intimacy. And again, you know, the reason why a person, you know, avoids intimacy, guys, is for countless reasons. And if you want to really know as to why that is, and you want to like dig into this person's psyche, I can do that for you. But tarot is not going to be able to do that. Let's see, one more card. There's a lot of pain there, perhaps in connection to the mother. We have the Five of Pentacles. Goodness, I feel like this person might have been neglected themselves. And we have the King of Swords. Yeah, you see the King of Swords. I feel like they had perhaps people that really talked to them and guided them. I'm hearing with their words. But I feel like they lacked a lot of attention with the Five of Pentacles. Wow, that goes with what I was telling you guys. There's neglect there. And guys, you can learn a lot about a person in the way the way that they love, okay? Simply by the way that they treat you. And that's how that person was taught to love. And who are the people that teach you about love for the first time? It's your parents, your mother, your father, whoever your parent is. Okay, let's see. What can you expect, guys? What can you expect to be unfolding? Let's see, where does this, I don't know if I took a look at where this person stands. Let's just get one card for that. Oh, you see, guys, look, I'm like, where does this person stand? And I'm like, I just need one card, and Spirit's like, check that. Let's give the Empress. Where's the Empress? And we saw that earlier. And what was I saying? I'm like, this person knows your worth. Look, that's their energy. I feel like they know your worth, okay? They find themselves in a very, no, I don't feel like this is like them in a very loving, nurturing energy. I feel like this is you, like in their consciousness, and they know. Look, Justice. You see? Justice, Libra of significance, Taurus, Libra. They know, guys. Look, Libra, they know. I'm hearing they know your worth, and they know you're very deserving. And, you know, I feel like for many of you, this person also, you know, it's like they don't know how to love. Or they think that they don't know how to love you. So with that King of Swords that we saw, again, you know, this could be like a person that, oh, I'm getting a lot of things right now. And this is just for a selective few. Like they had a very cold kind of parent that was always like perhaps very, very demanding, and very much highlighted what they did wrong. Let's see, what can you expect to be unfolding, developing from this? So this is future energy. So this is not June, this is after June. So like July, and you know, it could be further for some of you. This is future energy. How can you expect this to be developing, this whole situation? Or, you know, let's see, to just be with you. What can you expect? Let's see. We have the Four of Cups. So this Four of Cups says, right, that emotionally, right, there's not going to be a whole lot that's going to be really uplifting you, or that's really going to be causing a positive reaction. Okay, there's this lack of emotion of like, I don't really have what I want, and there's not a whole lot that makes me happy. I like to describe this card, guys, as the card where nothing tastes good. It's just, you know, like when you're sick, you have a sore throat, strep throat, and you can't find flavor in anything. It just, that's, life is just flavorless. You know, it's just this, I don't know. This wants to come out reversed. We have the Knight of Swords and it's reversed. Oh goodness. Who is this? Is this you, Aries? Yeah, look, this Knight of Swords reversed, guys, is this, you know, could be this, it's certainly impatience, guys, but I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I mean, it could be a little hard to be around you or around someone this time around, because you could be very snappy, and it's like people could be like, there's nothing anybody can do right. Nah, whatever. Oh, okay. Oh, Aries, is this you or someone else? That is the outcome, guys. Let's see. So you know, maybe, you know, not really wanting to be around people, you know, just kind of wanting to be to yourself. You know, there's not a whole lot here that's moving you. And, you know, with this Knight of Swords, I feel like it could really, you know, this could really impact perhaps your attitude, where you could be maybe snappy, maybe, you know, a bit irrational here, quick to just act without, you know, thinking a little bit. And that could be a problem, guys, because, well, you could hurt people's feelings really badly. One more card. So advice, or, you know, we have the Ten of Cups. I'm hearing having to focus on the positive. Maybe family could be a thing here, what makes you happy. I'm hearing at this time, my dear Aries, you're really being challenged to see the good in things, to see the positive in things, okay? To start to feel again. It could be a little numbing right now, a little numbing. I'm hearing in any sort of emotion could be a little irritating with the Knight of Swords. I'm hearing, okay, knowing, okay, that this is going to remaining positive, okay? Focusing on the things that you love, surrounding yourself with those things are really going to make a huge difference for you. With the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I feel like there's, I'm hearing this is the way to go. I'm hearing get out of this funk, okay? Get out of this funk. And then right now I'm hearing work easy for you to say, there's a little attitude there, guys, certainly. I mean, just heavily annoyed, irritated, like just blah. Like, you know. Get yourself out of that energy, guys. And you could say, well, how? Well, that in itself, that attitude of like, how am I going to do that? That in itself, you need to get away from that, okay? Because that's you holding on to this. So there's a lot here that you're having to release and express as well. So finding some sort of outlet, guys. This is something that's coming to me right now, guys. Something that really helps me out when, you know, this Knight of Swords energy is here, which just means that there's a lot that you're kind of, there's a lot that's irritating you, okay? And there's a lot that's irritating you because perhaps you're not trying to deal with it, okay? Again, you know, this Four of Cups is not trying to deal with any emotions. No, not trying to deal with it, okay? So just any kind of emotion could just be a trigger here for you. Particular emotions, right? I like to stretch. Yeah, guys, stretching. You hold a lot of tension, okay, in your body. I know you've stretched before and it feels like it's killing you. Like, oh my God, it hurts, you know, it hurts. You know, that's yoga at home, guys. Stretching the neck, really stretching the neck, guys. I bet that many of you, when you stretch and if you do stretch exercises, you're going to probably feel a nerve on your face. You're holding a lot of nervous energy within you guys that you're having to find an outlet for. And I find that stretching, believe it or not, is a very good outlet that helps you release. Also catharsis, when you scream like into a pillow, or even like stretching your face and keeping that, you know, stretching that for a little while. Yoga poses, I feel like it's really going to help you deal with these you know, erratic energies. Okay, and I'm hearing it, and prepare yourself, my dear. Okay, prepare yourself, because I feel like there's something very exciting here for you that you're about to embark on, which is just a positive outlook, guys, where there's a whole lot of love within you, having to embrace love, having to embrace emotion, guys. One more card. And then here we have this Nine of Swords. I feel like it's difficult for you guys to embrace this new energy that's coming towards you, which for many of you, I'm getting where there's this undeserving energy there, which we saw in the beginning, guys. And this is all very automatic, very unconscious, guys, where there's this like unconsciously you're rejecting something that you feel you're not deserving of, because somewhere along the line when you were growing up, and which is why we probably have this page, which is representative of a child, a fire sign child like yourself, and this Ten of Cups. So, you know, maybe you were made to feel that way, you felt that way for whatever reason, where like this you know, this happy kind of energy, you felt very undeserving of it. Having to identify that, guys. Identify this. Okay, Did you hear that? That's my dog, and I'm not sure if you guys heard him, but he was being very aggressive and he's growling. So that goes with like this Knight of Swords energy, okay, that I'm getting. Having to identify those trigger, guys, and knowing that there's something here that you're having to really deal with, okay, the Nine of Swords. And we saw that throughout your reading, okay, having to deal with these emotions, deal with these things, guys. Nine of Swords. Let's get an oracle card for you. It looks great, guys. Okay, you got a pretty good reading. I see you getting out of an energy that's, you know, it's been plaguing you for a while, perhaps. Let's see. Aries, let's get an oracle card for you. Aries, let's get this one. It says, be yourself. Be yourself. Which, you know, I feel like it goes with your reading, okay? The reason why is because you need to know that you yourself are complete, you yourself are worthy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you, and no, you haven't done anything wrong. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. I love that. Be yourself. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. This is what I have for you. Aries, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.